Hi, my name's Jo. I run a company called Lovehair. We are a team of 32 stylists covering the southeast. We specialise in hair and makeup for brides and bridal parties on their wedding day. Today we are here at Amante in Reigate. Liz has very kindly let us use her wedding dress shop. We're going to be trying out 3 or 4 different styles. They're coming straight from Fashion Week and influences from last year that's going to be really inspirational for the brides of 2011. For more inspiration, you can check out our website at www.lovehair.co.uk. Okay, so the first look we're going to do today on Hayley's hair is a vintage look. It's going to be really big in 2011. Big hair is big anyway. And this is quite good for brides that can do it themselves as well. So the first thing we're going to do is put your hair, or Hayley's hair, into a high ponytail at the crown of her head. So we're sectioning this front bit off. If you've got quite flyaway hair, it helps to put a little bit of serum on there, but Hayley's got perfect hair, so we don't need to do that today. And these flyaway pieces at the back that everybody gets at the nape of their neck, we can just put a little bit in there to keep it nice and neat. I'm using Kerastase Double Force, but L-Net is also very good. You just want a really light hairspray that you can brush through, so nothing too solid because that's more of a finishing product. Okay, so instead of using a hairband, we're going to use one of these, which is like a hairband, it's a bit of elastic and it's got a curvy grip on each end, and it's just much easier for doing a ponytail and it's much more secure. Okay, so we're going to put our first curvy grip in the top, holding really securely right next to her head, and just slide it in there. Pull it nice and tight to get some good tension, and then secure the hair. You can probably get 2.5 turns out of that, I would say, depending on how thick the hair is. And then slide the other curvy in there as well. And that's just really secure, and there's none of this, and there's no little bobbly bits. If you do get any bumps, it's a good idea, now that you're nice and secure, just to brush those out. This is the base for your hairstyle, so you won't be able to go back afterwards. We're going to take a sponge. This one came from Patrick Cameron. It's actually hair extensions that have been backcombed and placed in a hairnet, so they're quite easy to make at home. But this particular one is from Patrick Cameron, and they're really, really good. They're probably about £7 each. And you're just going to place it. You can actually get these to match different hair colours. There's a blonde one here and a dark one. Unfortunately, I haven't got any red ones, but we're going to try it with this one today. So we're going to get the ponytail and your sponge and just wrap it very gently around the middle. And it doesn't have to cover the whole thing because we're going to fix that in a second. So just get that nice and secure so it's nice and sleek, and then turn it around the sponge. And then if you put the sponge over the base of your ponytail, so you're going to cover this completely, you don't want it down here because you'll see your band. You want to cover the band and then place it in there. Make sure you keep it nice and high where you want it to be, and then we're going to secure this with curvy grips underneath. So one on this side, and then 2 at the top as well. Cool, so that's nice and high, it's nice and secure. Does that feel comfortable? Great. And then we're just going to very gently pull Hayley's hair out on either side to cover that sponge. And already it's looking. So we're just going to very gently pull that hair on either side of here. When the evening shadows and the stars appear. As you get to the edges, take some of these pins, which are a lot finer and nice and easy to hide within the hair. Pop them in. Does that feel okay? If these are sore on your bride now, by the time it gets to the end of the day, or even if she can feel them, by the time it gets to the end of the day, it's going to be a full-on migraine. So just ensure that your bride's quite happy. So you don't need to use loads of hair grips, but the ones that you do use, make sure they're comfortable and secure. She will not thank you. A sore head. And just make sure that you cover the sponge, even if it is the same colour. It will hide it slightly, but you're not going to get that shine that you can obviously see with her own hair. This just saves all the back combing and horrible bits that you have to do yourself. It's so easy for a bride to do herself. So Hayley's got quite fine hair at the front, and you often get these wispy bits. A lot of people have this, it's just their hairline. If you do have this, the best thing to do is just make sure that you're straightening and just allowing it to sit better against the head, so they're not too fly away, because it doesn't matter how much product you get on them, you're still going to have wispy bits, so you're better just to blend them in with her own hair. Just a little bit of bend in Hayley's hair at the front. So just very gently with the straightening, so it's not too paper straight, but you don't want it curly either. And just go with bend in the hair and follow it through. So I think quite happily it sits up there. And then again you can use the little fine grips just to keep that in place. So it doesn't really matter where these end pieces are going, as long as they're hidden, because you're not going to see them. But the best way to hide hair so it doesn't flick out is just to let it follow the flow of where it would go anyway. So you're not fighting against the hair, because then you just end up with little bits springing out like here. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your face, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. And that is pretty much it. This is a great style actually. I wore this for an award ceremony last week. Just nice and sleek. It's good on any hair colour. And it's very on trend. Colleen Rooney wore this recently to an award ceremony as well actually. With a big bow across here, but because we're going for a bridal look, we're going to use one of these gorgeous accessories. So this one was actually used by Cheryl Cole in the X Factor when she had her gorgeous down do, which we're going to do in a minute actually. But we're going to just use this today on this style, just for something a little bit different, and I think it goes really nicely with her red hair as well, and because we are loving the big accessories, we're going to have this one. And it sits very nicely. So then any little edges that you want to finish off, wax. It just seals down any little wispy bits. And gives it some shine and finishes it off nicely. Also with your accessories, make sure that your bride's comfortable, because again she's going to be wearing it all day and doesn't want to be thinking about something sticking in her head. Okay, how's that?
Yeah.
And that's it.